Hello and welcome to Good Clean Gaming. I'm your host Shalindo, and today we're playing Cities Skylines. I've been waiting for this game to come out since the very first trailer released. I saw the very first trailer of this game. We're actually building this thing and it'll be out in some point in the future. I actually saw that trailer, the very first one, after it was out for 3 hours. So I have been waiting longer than just about anybody else that has watched that old trailer way back when. And it's finally here. I'm so excited. I've been waiting forever. So we're going to play on the lagoon map. We're going to start out, first things first, the first thing it wants you to build is a road. We're going to go ahead and just build one little segment because you notice everything else is locked. We're just going to build one tiny little segment, and all of a sudden, boom, everything is unlocked. So now we can put down our water upstream. You can see the direction of the arrows to tell which direction the water's flowing. Downstream, we want to have our sewage pump. We want to have pipes in between, like so. We're going to pull a pipe up to here. Actually, no, we're going to pull a pipe down from here. And there's a little trick that I learned from one of my fellow YouTubers, Sky Storm. Great tips on this one. Good job, Sky. If you go 440 construction cost on your pipes and set them down, you have perfect coverage for your water. So thank you so much for that tip, Sky. So we're gonna make that. See how perfect those are? Those are separated by 440 construction cost. And you want to go right to the end so you save a little bit of money. And we're just gonna make a couple stubs here. Just stub, 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 so that we know where our water grid's gonna be. Like so. So go out 440 and go up 100, and then out 440 and then up 100, and then we're going to connect into that pipe there. Ta-da! We have a beautiful grid of water. And the next thing we need is electricity. Oh, before we do that, let's make sure all of our pipes are connected. So one thing you need to do, see this showing that the water's disconnected. Make sure you connect your in and your out on your water to your pipes. Trust me, it'll make sense once you look at it. Electricity. If you look at the wind turbine is better long term. The upkeep is better versus the power output, whereas the coal power plant is better short term. If you're trying to save money very early on, the coal power plant is probably the better choice, even though it makes pollution. But I'm okay with just making a bunch of wind turbines. So yeah, we're going to place one down here, and that's going to put the wind turbine inside the little area of the sewage pipe, so we don't have to build power lines to the sewage pipe. And we're going to build a power line from there, from the edge there to this edge here. And then we're also going to build one from right here in the corner all the way up to the top corner. And then all the way over after we get the roads. So we want to go ahead and build a couple roads so we know where everything's going to be. So first things first, we're going to attach this to here. And we're going to attach, by the way, notice that those aren't lined up properly, but whatever, it's fine. We're going to build out a couple blocks this way because we typically need a lot of residential. We're going to build the first road straight out this way, and that's going to be where our commercial is going to be located. And we're going to have industrial on the right here. Going to build about 5 out that way. And so we're going to build a couple. So if you look at the lines, it shows you how far you can go and how far each zone is separated and things like that. So you feel free to just, build to however many kind of blocks you want to go. I want to go for the first one. Let's just go 2 blocks each, so we can conserve a little bit of the piping and a little bit of electricity. There's going to go 2, 2, 2 all the way down to the end of the river. See if I can get this. For some reason I'm having trouble selecting right there. 2 and 2, and then keep going all the way down. We'll just make the whole dealy right now. 2. Oh, 2. Now there will be some pretty major traffic jams in this game. and we're going to take those as they come. We're not going to try to prepare for them early or, you know, anything like that. I think it's more interesting if we, you know, build kind of organically and then react to situations. I think that makes more of a fun, enjoyable viewing experience for you guys. And I'm all about helping you guys enjoy my channel more and more. So let's go ahead, since we know where things are going to be. Let's go ahead and move this water all the way to the end. Lock it horizontally all the way until there's no more land. And then same thing here. We want to go all the way to the end, locked horizontally. And look at that. Perfect coverage. Thank you, Sky. Great tip. Next thing we want to do is electricity. And we're going to move that over from here over to about here. There. And this is going to be actually a little bit further. Right about here. This is going to be where our first residential zoning is going to be. We're going to make a little bit of residential zone here. Connect up right there. And we're going to unpause. And you'll see when I zone this up, people are going to start moving in here. Oh, I forgot to connect something. Excuse me. Hold on. No power to that, because there's no power to that, because... Am I just outside that area? No, it's turning. Okay, well, power is flowing. I thought for a second there we weren't getting any power, but it's just it needed some time to register that power is indeed flowing. So there we go. We've got this one connected to this one. I believe that'll be inside their area. We might need to zone up a little bit right here. Let's see if these guys have power. If they don't, let's look at more of a 3D view here. If they don't have power, it just means I need to connect them right here. Come on, and tell me you have power. Yes, you seem to have power, as far as I can tell. So next we want to continue building out our residential, and they'll connect power lines themselves. I don't have to build these big, gigantic power lines between anything. They'll figure it out. I'll just go ahead and zone another block of residential. And we'll speed up time a little bit because we don't need to sit and wait for anything to happen. Everything will just build up in this area. And then we'll build up more right here. Let that go and come across here. Oh, now all of a sudden we need, excuse me, now we need some commercial. So commercial, we're going to put a big, I remember this big town, touristy town we drove through when I was a teenager, and it really, I don't know why, I just found it really cool that there was just this big main street going straight through the middle of town. It was just, I had like tons and tons of lanes, and there was traffic everywhere, and there was nothing but stores for like miles and miles and miles. It was just crazy how much stuff they had in this town. And so I don't know why, but it kind of stuck with me that this was a, you know, a really cool little idea, a really cool theme place. So I don't know, I kind of wanted to build that. So I said, why don't I build that in Cities Skylines? So here I am. That should go all the way to the end, right? It doesn't quite, but that's okay. So let's build out some roads here for our industrial. And we'll also go ahead and build a road. How far out do we want to go here? Let me just measure. 1, 2, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks. How about 4 blocks is how far we want to go out. And this game is very intuitive with the lines and everything, guiding. It is so awesome at guiding you to where you need to go with your roads. That, to me, that is just a cool little feature. So I'm building too many roads here. I need to be zoning for industrial. Where is my industrial thingy? There it is. This will be commercial. This will be commercial. That means our first industrial will be here. Go ahead and unpause that. And we'll pull another road up this way. And we'll make it industrial as well. There we go. So now that we're giving everyone jobs, eventually there will be, oh, we got a power issue here. And the way we fix that, the way we're going to fix that is pulling commercial over in this direction. Maybe unzoning some of this right here. Just getting them to move over and provide connection to our industrial friends over here. So hopefully that'll build. If not, I'll just build a, looks like it's not going to cooperate. It's going to build over a, oh, come on. Bulldoze, bulldoze. There. Temporary, only temporary. We'll remove those later. It's kind of an eyesore, but it's okay. This whole area over on the right here is an eyesore. So, the next thing we want to do is start dragging these roads down and connecting them into this little main road here. At least that's the next thing I want to do. I have no idea what the next thing you guys want me to do is. That's what comments are for. Residential goes here. We're going to leave a little bit of a buffer right here between the commercial and the residential because there's noise pollution in the game. If we look at this infograph here, eventually you'll be able to see noise pollution. And that noise pollution will tell you when things are too loud. And loudness is bad for the residential areas. They don't like noise. So we're going to keep this whole area in the middle here empty or fill it with service buildings that may be useful to the residential. We will see how that works out. Still need more residential. So here's more residential. I do want to check up on our power. Our power is about to be too low. So let's go ahead. We caught it just in time. We're going to go ahead and build another one of these wind turbines. Bloop. Just like that. And we'll be good on power for a good bit here. Still need more industry, huh? Alright. So I'm going to pull this out. Oh. So we made it to our first milestone, Little Hamlet. We now have unlocked taxes, loans. We can do garbage, healthcare, and education. So very quickly in your first milestone, you want to build a landfill because people are going to start accumulating garbage. That's the first thing that's going to be a problem. The second thing that's going to be a problem is going to be the medical, I think. And then the third is going to be the elementary school, the education. So let's go ahead and build these roads out, connect them up. Something's crooked a little bit. I can't tell what. I'm guessing it's this road here. Let's go ahead and see if we can true up these roads. By the way, whoever came up with the term true up, I don't know. I don't know how you came up with that. Go this way. There we go. Those are lined up. There's something up with this road here on the right for this map that it doesn't line up perfectly with the one on the left, and that threw off all my buildings. Right about there. Okay, so once you remove roads, all the zones disappear. So unless you want to lose all your buildings, make sure to rezone. You will lose them all. So I'll rezone all those. Everything looks lined up again. I'm going to go ahead and make this go across here. This doesn't look lined up perfectly, but we're going to leave it for now because I can't keep destroying things and losing money. Still need more industrial, so we're going to add... Oh, we're going slow again. Every time you get a milestone, by the way, it slows down your time to regular speed. So remember to increase it. If you forget, you'll be going really slow and you'll probably run out of money if you're building fast. If you're building really slow and taking a relaxed pace to this game, you'll be fine. But right now I'm building pretty quickly, and so I would run out of money if I didn't run on fast speed right now. Another road. And meet over on there. Seriously, this road is killing me. Grr. There. Lined up again. I'll fix this whole thing up here later sometime. Not now. Too busy. So we want to make sure we have enough money for this stuff. So let's make sure we have enough money for a medical clinic and a garbage before we do anything else. So we want garbage pickup. Garbage makes pollution. So let's go ahead and put it in an already polluted area near the industries. Seriously, that road's going to make it where I can't put it there. Of course it is. I'll put that there. I'm going to fix all these roads later. I swear I am. It's going to drive me up the wall. Next thing we want is more, we're going to need medical clinic. And medical clinic coverage, it looks pretty good on everything. But you really need it with your residential. So I'm going to put it over, why don't we stick it over here on the edge, near the power lines. That's where a good medical clinic can go. Or maybe even closer, because we know we're going to expand. So how about over here? Look at all those smiley faces. Everyone's happy. And an elementary school is next on the list. We're going to wait for that before we build more residential. The reason why I'm waiting is a lot of people will say, oh, I have high demand for residential, and they'll make a bunch of residential. And they'll say, oh, now that I have a bunch of people, I have a high demand for commercial, they'll make a bunch of commercial. A high demand for industrial, make a bunch of industrial. And they're they'll jump through the milestones so quickly that they won't actually get a chance to build and make, to tax and gain enough money to build the things they need to build. So patience is really important, I think, with this game. So let's go ahead and, we got an actual person here. Look, an uneducated teen resides here, is unemployed, going to the convenience store. So you can actually stalk this person. This feels inappropriate. You can actually follow this person. They'll walk to a store, and they have a special destination in mind. They will walk there, and they'll go in. And they're actually in there shopping. They're visiting. See, look, visiting the store. So not only do these people work at a certain place or live at a certain place, they have their own car, they have their own bike, they have their own scooter. They even visit commercial buildings and things like that. This is a living, breathing kind of city. And I just find that to be just absolutely incredible. So very, very, very impressed with the level of detail of this game. Yeah, all the turning lanes automatically, fluidly generating, all the traffic simulation going so smoothly. I know there are traffic weirdnesses that are currently in the game. I know that some of the cases of that are just, poor road planning. Other cases of that is legitimate bugs that, that will be fixed. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how they address, any of the concerns of the people. But don't let that put you off, because this game, it is awesome. And for a release game on release day, I don't think it's that bad. I think there's a lot of great things in this game, and there's very, 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 very few potential. Now I'll put this. I'll specify this. I'm waiting for enough money for elementary school right now. So there are a couple things that you could say may be a problem, and those things are already talking about addressing. And they've already done a good job addressing all the things that they found so far, back in like the testing, beta, and preview and stuff like that. So they're gonna fix it, and I'm not even worried. So, and even if they didn't fix it, I would still play this game because it is literally that awesome. $10,000. We're almost there. One more week worth of funds. We'll get our elementary school, and then we can talk about possibly expanding. 9942, 997. There we go. Perfect. So if you look at the green roads, it shows that this will cover pretty much everywhere. So if I want it to cover pretty well, I want it to be right about here. Boop. And look at all the smiley faces. Everyone's happy. So we have our medical, we have our garbage over here, and we have our education. Those are the 3 unlocks, and that's what we built. Before we build anything else, I also want more energy, because that is always a problem. Actually, you know what? I do need more money, so I'm gonna zone up a little bit more residential. Come on. I'm gonna go ahead and zone this in right here, like so. And this will increase our taxation, which will increase our income, and yada, yada, yada. We win. So I'll do it over here, too. Demand right now is really high, so we can go ahead and just fill all that in. I'm hoping we don't hit the next milestone, because that could be, that'll unlock more things that we then need to build. See, each milestone, you don't just unlock stuff that you can build, you also unlock things that your citizens want. And so you have to be careful about that. And abandoned building. There was an abandoned building there. Got taken care of, it looks like. Yeah, everything's fine. We are running out of electricity, just like I thought we would. And hopefully we'll have money soon for electricity. We can actually go into the budget if we want to handle the electricity situation temporarily. Oh, we hit the next milestone, Worthy Village. Now we're behind the 8 ball because we need fire departments and police departments, and those are going to be important. So we can actually increase the budget of power, and we could make it where we get enough power in order to satisfy that. But I don't want to do that. I just want to kind of patiently wait for enough money to... Oh, we did get a little bit of extra money, so I'm going to go ahead and put in an extra power because we are having brownouts. And the next thing I want to do is we need to have police department, because they have fixed... Early on there was not a crime problem because there was a little glitch that made the crime not be a problem, but now there is working crime. They have patched the game, and it does become a problem. At least it did for me when I didn't build a police station. So police station built, crime should reduce. We also need to have fire department. Actually, did I build? Okay, I built that. We need a firehouse, which is going to cost us 12,000. So let's go ahead and keep time moving. I forgot to turn that up because we hit this milestone. So look at all this traffic on this highway. This is actually all of these units are actually determining where to turn, where they want to go. Look how many there's cars coming into our town. They're coming in, moving into our houses. I'm sorry. I just always get amazed by how fluid everything is in this game. So cool. So cool. So we're gaining 706 per week, which means it'll be 11, 12 weeks. Maybe 11 weeks now until we get enough for the fire station. See how our landfill's doing. 2 garbage trucks out of 15 are in use, 5% full. So the landfills will fill up. So at some point we're going to unlock an incinerator, and we can start incinerating our garbage instead of filling up landfills. And that'll allow us to get rid of these. You set policies, district-wide policies. Oh, we can also do districting. I completely forgot about districting. So let's go ahead and set our districts while we're waiting for money to show up. So let's use the medium tool here, and we can just go ahead and just paint in where we want everything to be. So I want this to be our residential district here. So it'll go all the way to the left and all the way up like this, and all the way over, and then all the way in the middle, MS Paint style. And then this is Beach Square. And we can rename that if we want to, or we can just leave it as is. I want my commercial to be over here. Whoa, too far. And I want that to cover these 3. You don't need quite as much commercial as you do industrial or residential. So we're going to have a smaller district for that. And then the final district is going to be our industrial district, which will be right here, right here, right here. So our commercial area district is called Hillside Hills. Hillside Hills. How original. And then over in industrial we'll have Fairview Park, which those are 2 words I would not use to describe an industrial park. Thank you very much. We're going to extend this all the way over. That's where we're going to put all of our industry. Okay. So we're getting close. Do we have enough yet? We do not. 12,000 is what we need. So just letting time move on by. Checking out this garbage truck, seeing where he's going. Going to the landfill site now. See if we can catch one coming out. So, okay. Not a lot of garbage for them to pick up right now. Let's see. Our industrial is getting a little high, so I'll go ahead and add a little bit of industrial near this landfill. Oh, newly unlocked services. We do have unique buildings now. These are nice. These will increase like leisure and stuff like that. So, but they're unique buildings, so you can only build them once. So choose wisely. Ooh, level up. We had one of the buildings level up over there. Let's build that in there. Go ahead and construct these little connections. Making some people happy because they had to move out, but it's okay. Still need more industrial, huh? Alright. Doesn't actually cost anything to zone, by the way. So it's not like I'm paying to build these buildings. I'm just extending them and then gaining the money for them so I can build this this firehouse already. Want to build a firehouse? Come on. Alright, there it is. Okay. Now the firehouse needs to cover both industrial and commercial. So I want to put it more near that area over there. How's about we zone some commercial right here, and then we're going to get rid of those power lines. There we go. So those will connect all of our power. We can remove these eyesores from the whole thing. Got to make sure that there's connection with the stuff here. Let's take a look. Yes, there's a connection right there. Still a horrible location for that power line, but it is what it is. We'll fix it later. And now we have enough for we have a little zone there where we can put our fire department. That's why I did the whole thing. This will cover basically everyone. I say basically because it just barely does. Click, and look at all the smiley faces. That'll never get old. So, yeah, we're making a lot of money here. Look at this. We probably want to start satisfying some demand for... Let's go ahead and satisfy some demand for commercial here and here. Just fill all that in. And for industrial, go and fill the rest of that in. And then we're going to need more workers. So let's go ahead and build our road over here. I think I installed all the services that were new. So we should be good to start working towards the next phase, the next milestone. So laying out the rest of these roads, we're going to start mapping out. Uh-oh, not enough money. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start zoning some more residential. And uh-oh, we're out of power right here. I didn't take a look at my power situation. So this is going to end the first episode, guys. I'm going to go and take a break, and then we're going to come back with another one. Feel free to click that subscribe button if you've enjoyed this video. That's for your convenience. Subscribing will let you see more videos when I put them out and things like that. So feel free to do that if you're interested. If not, it's no big deal. I appreciate the view anyway, and I hope to see you back in the next episode. So until next time, remember, keep it clean.